How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Danny Fee here with the Social Agent Secrets. We're going live on the Facebook page. I think this is the second time. Definitely going to want to be doing it more, but today I'm just going to jump right into it. I want to make this quick. We're going to be talking about Instagram stories and how it's like the new reality TV. In fact, it's kind of like the purest form, in my opinion, or the highest evolution of reality TV, and how I've used it and how I think all of you should be using it on a daily basis to kind of grow the trust, the the knowability, basically, of your audience. And there's a few ways to do this, but the thing that I've always done with Instagram stories, and for those of you who don't know, Instagram stories is a feature that was like copycatted from Snapchat within the Instagram platform. It's a feature that was added, I believe, back in 2016 that allows you to add a chronological series of 15-second videos or photos for people to view. And then when they tap, they go to the next segment in your story. And then when your stories are done for the day, you can either do one 15-second video or shorter, or a series of 15-second videos and or photos. Once yours is done, Instagram will automatically move on to the next person in your stories feed. But why should you be spending your time there? That's the question. People ask, like, why do you prefer to spend your time there? And why do I think that all real estate agents, real estate professionals, loan officers, everybody, even all small businesses, all businesses should be using Instagram stories? Number one, I've got some interesting stats here from 99firms.com. Nearly 1.7 billion accounts use Instagram stories format on the daily. And I'll even pull this up here so you guys can see where I'm getting it from. 99firms.com. Let's see here. Nearly one, you can't even see that. Boom. Maybe you can see that. Cool. Nearly 1.7 billion accounts use Instagram stories daily. 500 million users now use Instagram stories every single day. 1 in 4 millennials and Gen Zers look for stories of products and services that they want to buy. So they want to discover and learn more about a brand. They're going to Instagram and Instagram stories to learn more because they want that deep inside reality look. 15 to 25% of people swipe up on a link in branded stories. In order to swipe up on Instagram stories, you need to have 10,000 followers. But there's a little bit of a workaround most people don't know about. You can use Instagram TV and link Instagram TV episodes that you do, and you can drop links in the caption section of Instagram TV episodes if you want to drive people to specific places outside of the Instagram platform. But literally, like, I get questions, so I'm going to make this real quick. How do you use Instagram stories? We already know that it's a powerful platform. You need to be on it. You need to be using it every day. In my opinion, if there's just one place you should be spending your time when it comes to creating video and doing it quickly and effectively and efficiently while you're doing your day-to-day real estate business, it should be Instagram stories. It was Snapchat to start with me, and I talk about this on some of my podcast episodes, but it's Instagram now because Instagram is just truly where more people are. It's where more eyeballs are. So it's where more of my friends, my family, my referral partners, referral real estate agents across the country, across the globe are spending most of their time on Instagram. And now, sometime in the middle of 2019, which is what we're creeping up on right now, we're going into July. They say around mid-2019, Instagram stories is going to surpass attention over Instagram feed, which is just another indicator of how popular Instagram stories is and why you need to be showing up on Instagram stories for your real estate business. So how do you do this? And I'm going to tell you exactly how I do it. It doesn't matter if you're working with a seller or a buyer, or you're prospecting, or you're at an open house, or something falls apart in your business, or there's a fire you need to put out, whatever is happening in your business. So like on the buy side, you could literally go through the whole buying process. And for one client or one transaction, there's like 15 touch points. You're going into a buyer consultation. You hop on Instagram stories and say, hey, I'm over here right now at the office. I'm meeting with a buyer. I found this buyer at an open house, or I ran into them at a party and they wanted to learn more, so we're sitting down now and I'm going to be doing a buyer consultation. If you want to learn more about what a buyer consultation is, send me a DM. Done. You just do one Instagram story a day is what I urge everyone to do on our Press, Record, and Publish challenge. And that's just one example of something that you could put on your Instagram story. Another example would be, what's the next step in the buying process? Well, we got this buyer pre-approved. Tell them about how they got pre-approved. You don't want to give away any personal information, but you can give examples of what happened. I got this person approved with Keller Mortgage. They're able to now take advantage of the 0+ program. They don't have to pay any underwriting fees, no loan processing fees, no origination fees, and they get $1,000 back at closing. And they're saving on average $5,000 compared to any other buyer out there who is, using a traditional mortgage lender. If you want to learn more about how you can get pre-approved, go ahead and send me a DM or tap the link in the bio section. Or if you have over 10,000 followers, you're able to add a link to where they can swipe up to the pre-approval page. That's just a second example. Now you're at the home inspection. Hop on Instagram stories, press, record, and publish. That's why we call it the Press, Record, and Publish challenge. Hop on Instagram stories and say, I'm over here at this home inspection. I'm with this home inspector right here. Tag the home inspector in the stories. You could swipe up and add their handle. That's going to help you take advantage of their audience. They should share you on their stories because they'll get a notification if you add their tag, add their handle on your Instagram story. And then you're going to both get more exposure. So you're using the power of two audiences and two networks there. That's always a great way to build engagement and get more eyeballs on your Instagram stories. And then you tell your audience and tell your followers why you're even at a home inspection. What's the purpose of the home inspection? What do you do a home inspection for? And articulate it in your own words as if you were speaking to another client or a potential buyer. What's the next step? So I'm giving you ideas on how you can be using Instagram stories in your real estate business. If you're going to a listing appointment, hey, I'm going over to this listing appointment right now. I've run all the comparable sales and now I'm actually walking through the property. Funny thing was, when I looked on Zillow, the Zestimate said $300,000. When I looked on Redfin, the Zestimate said $285,000. When I looked on Realtor.com, the estimate said $280,000. These people don't know which one is right, which is why I came over to walk the property, take a look at their upgrades, take a look at the condition of the home, and really give them a real, as close as possible estimate of how much their home is worth. If you want to know how much your home is worth, swipe up or send me a DM or send me your address, just text it to, and then put your phone number. You're always going to tell people about, in your Instagram stories, you take out your phone. I don't have another phone because I'm recording on my phone, but you take out your imaginary phone and you open up the stories section in Instagram to where it's facing you. This is the key. You should have it facing you, or you're showing them around what you're doing after you tell them what you're doing, or you're showing them what you're doing while you're telling them what you're doing. As long as you just record something and upload it onto your Instagram stories that has to do with your real estate business, you are going to start building trust with anybody who's connected with you on your Instagram account, whether it's a realtor or a potential buyer or seller or someone in your sphere who sees that you're actively doing this in real estate and your real estate business consistently. These people, you're going to turn yourself into a referable agent, because these people are going to see that you're active every single day or frequently. I know you got to have a day off, but whatever you're doing, what I'm urging you guys to do, whatever you're doing in your real estate business today, take out the phone, open up Instagram stories, and tell the world about what's happening. Tell them why you're doing it, and then follow up with a call to action. And just an example of what a call to action is. I told you, like, if I were going on a listing appointment, how I got to the listing appointment, the reason I'm going on the listing appointment, to give them a more accurate home value estimate and ultimately help them market and sell their home, and then the call to action. If you want to learn more about how much your home is worth, either DM me, text me your address, give me a phone call, swipe up, however you want to format that call to action, that's your prerogative. Do a bunch of different ways. You can go into Instagram, you can go into the stories analytics and find out which stories you're doing work the best. And then you know what to focus on even more of in the future when it comes to, what kind of content you should be creating on Instagram stories. The reason why this is so effective, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to wrap up because this is definitely taking too long. The reason why this is so effective is because it gives them an intimate, real-life look at what's going on in your life. Rigo, what's going on, man? Rigo, he just jumped on this, so if you're watching this in the future, follow him on Instagram. He's doing the same exact thing. He's showing up on Instagram every single day, on Instagram stories specifically, and literally just talking about what's going on in his real estate business. Same thing that I do, same thing that I recommend that all of you guys do, because it starts to build trust with you. I'm going to tell you a quick story before I jump off of this of how it builds trust. So this weekend, I was at a birthday party for an in-law. And there's a bunch of people at this birthday party. And, I'm having a drink. I'm watching the kids swim. And they're cutting the cake. Like, everyone's having a great time. And then somebody comes up and starts talking to me. And he's like, "Hey, Danny, how's it going, man? I see that you're doing really well in real estate. It's awesome, man. I have a quick question." He started asking me some real estate related questions. I said, "Great, man. You know what? Real quick, you said you've seen I've been doing great. Like, what network have you been following me on to even make that statement?" And he's like, "Well, Instagram stories. I feel like I could be a realtor just because of you. Like, you take me through your day, you show me what's happening, whether you're on a home inspection, an appraisal, whether you're at the settlement statement, whether you're handing the keys, whether you're doing the final walkthrough, whatever stage in the deal. Like, I've seen it so many times now that I've learned so much. I feel like I could do a real estate transaction. And whenever I'm looking to buy, I'm definitely calling you." So this person almost felt indebted to do business with me because I've educated him through my daily posting of Instagram stories of all of the different, nuances within each transaction, to where now he feels like he's more comfortable with a real estate transaction. He understands it better, and I've given him that education. So naturally, he trusts me. He's seen me do it over and over and over again for various clients, and now when it comes time for him to want to either buy or sell a house, he's already told me he's coming straight to me. And of course, I asked him, "When do you plan on buying a house?" And we're doing a follow-up from there. Now I know that this person's interested. But that's the same thing that happens for agents who I'm connected with in different parts of the country. They see me being busy. They see me taking care of clients. They see me explaining the process. Some of them say they even learn a few things from me, even though they're realtors. You can always learn something from watching other people do your craft as well, which is what I do. And they get that same value from me when they watch my stories. So believe it or not, I've received a ton of real estate referrals this year alone. I think over 12, just from people who are following me on Instagram, who I've connected with, who are realtors and real estate agents in different parts of the country. So it's not just going to help you attract buyers and sellers when you do this, and you take advantage of this new reality TV that's called Instagram Stories, that you can go ahead and take advantage of for free and start posting on every single day. And now you have some ideas of what kind of content you can be creating. It's not just the buyers and sellers. It's not just the people who are your friends and family who are connected with you on Instagram. You can actively go out on #realtor, #real estate, #realtors of Instagram. I'm going to be talking about this Sorry about that. I got a call. Actually, I'm going to be talking about this next month at Inman Connect. They have me on as a panelist there. I'm going to be sharing these same types of insights with that crowd at the Aria Resort Hotel and Casino here in Las Vegas. And I wanted to give you guys a sneak peek on what was happening with this first. I've literally been doing this since I started in the business. It started with Snapchat, now it's with Instagram. But over time, it starts building momentum, and I can't even tell you, I get leads in my DM weekly. I get referrals in my DM or just calls that come in, and when I'm calling them, I'm like, hey, you know, they're trying to refer me business from a client in California or Philadelphia, I just got one, or North Carolina, I got one last month. I talked about that one in the podcast episode. I'm like, how did you find me, and why did you decide to choose me? And 80% of the time, it's because they follow me on Instagram stories. The other 20% is because they've seen some YouTube videos that I've put out there. And we'll talk about YouTube on the next live and how you can be using that. But today I wanted to drop this knowledge about how Instagram stories is like the new reality TV, and it's going to help you build trust, likability, and knowability. It's going to help you build a rapport with your audience, and that audience can not only be friends and family and potential buyers and sellers, but referral partners, which is real estate agents and realtors in different parts of the country and different parts of the world who might eventually need to refer either a buyer or a seller in your city to you now, because they know, like, and trust you from seeing you being active on this new age reality TV. Hope that helps you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Check out the Social Agent Secrets podcast on your favorite podcast streaming platform, and go to socialagentsecrets.com. Sign up on our mailing list. Join our group. Get connected with us on as many ways as you possibly can. We're always dropping valuable content, tips, tricks, and strategies, and we'll see you on the next video.